Hello and welcome to today's session. Today we are going to try and fly. We're going to try a new arm balance, which means we have to, here come the chaos twins, work on our hamstrings and quads today. Hello boys, hello boys. Okay, so we're going to start in this kneeling position. If you need something for underneath your knees, please find something to keep these nice and comfy. We're going to roll down the shoulders. We're going to think about, oh look at you, think about relaxing, hello baby, relaxing through your glutes, relaxing through the shoulders. Just let your hands be heavy behind you. Thank you, stop that. Take an inhale here, lift the chin up towards the sky. On your exhale, right ear comes to right shoulder. Take a breath in, turn the chin down. We're going to bring the ear over to your left shoulder. Take a breath, lift the chin so it's parallel to the ground. Then take that chin back down, half circle. Brings your right ear to right shoulder. Take a breath in here, turn your chin down and bring the ear back to shoulder, half circle here. Look at you. Shouldn't have said anything. Taking a breath as we find our left ear, left shoulder, and then coming back to centre. Give the puppy a little fuss. Let your hands relax. We're going to take our hips forward as we inhale, lift from this part of your body. So you're lifting your chest up towards the sky, thinking about the hands coming behind you, letting your chest lift and taking your shoulder blades to squeeze as hard as you can behind you. Relax through the neck, bring everything back forward, sit back down, hips come to heels. Inhale, we're going to send those hips back forward, leading once again from the middle part of your chest as we let the hands come back behind. You should get a big squeeze through traps right at the top of your shoulders here. Lift those hips forward as the chest rises and then sitting all the way back down. Last one here. Bring those hands behind you. This time we're going to make our hands a bit active. So make them as big as you possibly can. Lead with that chest as we lift everything up towards the sky. We're thinking about ribs coming up towards the ceiling. Lengthening through that tailbone. Tuck the tailbone under as much as you can. This time, as we are letting the chest come towards the sky, you're just going to see if you can tilt your chin so it comes to 45 degrees, not back. I don't want to put too much pressure through that cervical spine. We're going to lift, 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 lift. Hands are nice and big and then come all the way back down. Find your tabletop. We're going to take a bit of movement in through the hips, in through the shoulders. Just let everything just move however it wants to when we're here. Let the head be nice and heavy. Then we're going to find some stillness. We're going to do some scapular presses. We've done these many times, but for anyone who still struggles with them, they're a really hard movement, so I have full sympathy. We are going to see how far we can go with them today. So, as you press the ground away in your scapular press position, we're going to let the chest come down in between the hands. I'm going to offer that we come to our forearms to do this. If you find, so some people when they do this, they don't know that they're not going all the way down. So I'm going to suggest that you imagine there's a weight again in that same spot that we were just lifting up towards the sky. This time it's dragging you down towards the floor. I want you to feel a sensation that you might not have felt before in between your shoulder blades. It should feel like your shoulders are collapsing in towards one another. Now we're going to think about trying to send our shoulders back towards our bum and lift, press the ground away. Come back to that fully protracted position. So I'm lifting my belly button up towards the sky. Then we're going to let everything sag down towards the ground. You can let your head be heavy here, that might feel nice, but we're really focusing on those shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and down, press the elbows into the ground. Elbows are heavy, hands are light in this position. Dropping everything down. This time when we get to the end of our movement, we're going to lift the tailbone up towards the sky like you're a dog that wants to play. And we're going to lengthen that chest forward. As you round through the spine, we're going to lift the elbows and let the chin become heavy. Drop the elbows down towards the ground. As we drop the elbows down towards the ground, I want you to think about turning your elbows. Yes, mine do a weird thing, but it's not unique. It's just different. You're going to turn your elbows to face one another as you bring them down towards the ground. Lift that chest, press the ground away. Exhale, tuck chin towards chest. Press up into this extended angry cat position. Elbows down, hands come back towards the body. We're going to stay here and we're going to pull the hands back towards your knees. Now, it's going to want to pull you forward. So let it pull you forward. And then, keeping the hands here, you're going to send your body back until you feel a really intense feeling right in the middle of your back. Taking another breath in here, see if you can lengthen the chest forward. We're really working those muscles right in the top of your shoulders at the moment, right behind your shoulder blades. Taking a breath in here, and then exhale, let everything be heavy. We're going to send hips up and back. Pedal out your dog. Let your head be nice and heavy here. Find a bit of stillness in your downward facing dog. We're going to bend the knees to hover and then send those heels up and back for full downward facing dog. You don't have to. We're going to keep going with this bend and straighten for 5 reps. I'm just going to keep waffling. You don't have to straighten your legs completely when we're in our downward facing dog. Really, ever. It's up to you. Just see how you feel. But this bit, we're just getting our hamstrings moving, getting those nerves moving so that we can get deeper into our hamstring stretches. I'm just reorienting my socks. Take a breath in as we look forward. You're going to step with your right foot into the centre of your mat. We're going to bring the left foot behind it. You're going to bend your right knee so that your right knee comes to your chest. Big stretch through the outside of your calf on that left leg. We're going to send that heel back. We're going to lift up to find the 3-leg dog in this slightly shortened position. You're going to bring your left foot by your right foot. We're going to send our right leg outside, our left leg. Let your weight come into that right leg as we bend through the left knee. So many lefts and rights. The front one. Then we're going to send everything up and back for 3-leg dog in this lengthened position. Bring both feet back together, then take them out to the edges of your mat. Taking a breath in here, your left hand is going to reach for your right ankle. You're going to bend your knee so that your knee comes back towards your chest, and then lengthen through the heel to find a nice stretch through the back of that leg. Bend that knee nice and deeply, and then lower the heel. Bend the knee deeply, lower that heel. Now this hand, whether it is on your calf or on your ankle, we're going to make it as straight as we can, and you're going to use a push-pulling motion. So you're going to push your right hand into the ground, and you're going to pull your chest through underneath your body with your left hand. So we're trying to take the gaze up towards the sky. We can Beyonce into this back hip if that feels good. I'm going to take a look at you. Take a breath in here, and then bring everything down. Same on the other side. Make sure your hands are in similar places. So reaching for whatever you can find on the left side to start with, bending that knee nice and deeply, and then sending that heel back. Bend the knee nice and deeply, and then send that heel back. Bend the knee nice and deep, and then send that heel back. Same again, wherever your right hand is, we're going to straighten that arm, make it nice and long. Push your left arm into the ground and pull your chest through with that bottom hand. Taking a nice couple of deep breaths in here. Letting your right hip rise as much as it wants to. See if we can increase that twist a little as we're here. Keeping that breath going. And then coming back to centre. We're going to find our downward facing dog again. Inhale, we float forward to our plank position. Shoulders already feel like they've worked. Drop the knees, untuck the toes. We're going to send the hips forward just to 50% of where your hips want to go in this upward facing dog. Not finding our fullest expression yet. We're going to lead with that same place in the chest. So we're still thinking about the string that's coming out of the bit just above your bra strap. You're going to lengthen your chest forward. We're going to give the glutes a little squeeze. Now we're going to see if we can lift the legs up in this shortened upward facing dog position. Drop the knees down. Let your hips relax. Let the glutes relax. Lifting from that part right in the middle of your chest. Take a quick look over your right shoulder. Bring everything back to centre. Take a quick look over your left shoulder. Centre again. Now we're going to slowly lower. The key to this slow lower is bringing your elbows back to your hips. This is what I see often. That will not hold you up. This will hold you up and let you drop. Pelvis to the ground. It will let you stay. As we think about making your pelvis nice and heavy, make your feet nice and heavy, and then we're leading with the chest as we slowly roll all the way down onto your mat. We're doing this nice and slow so we get each of your vertebrae moving individually, touching towards chest. We're going to do the same motion in reverse as we roll all the way back to your child's pose. Let everything be heavy for a breath in this child's pose. Tuck your toes so that you're not sending your hips all the way back to the ground. We're going to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen here, and then hips up and back for downward facing dog. We're going to bring our right leg up into a three-leg dog position. You're going to drive your knee through underneath your body and plant it in between your hands. We're going to drop the back knee, not fully, fully, not directly where you wanted to drop it. So if your knee was back here and you wanted to drop it down, you're going to bring it so it's almost 90 degrees to the front leg. So if we were to sit up, we'd be in a square. We're going to take our weight forward over that front heel. Keep the big toe down into the ground as we work our way to sending our hips back towards the back of the room. Now when we get here, my hips always want to go that way towards the right side. I'm going to try and imagine, I'm lucky my mat's got a line on it. I can actually imagine my belly button shining a light onto the line that's right in the centre of my mat. If you don't have a line on your mat, just imagine it. Just imagine the middle of your mat and just see if you can keep your belly button in that position. We're going to lengthen the chest here. So the chest is coming to the thighs. Now we're going to round hips and heels. Send your weight back into your left foot and see if you can lift the foot up towards the sky. On your exhale, point those toes. Let's do it prettily. As we come forward, you're going to lift your arms up. We're going to find this low lunge position. So we're now getting a hip flexor stretch as well. And then exhale, keeping everything lifted. Keep the toes on the ground. We're going to find this lengthened position in our hamstring stretch. This is strengthening and stretching at the same time. Heel grounds, toes up as we forward fold over that front leg. Inhale, come back up to your 90-90 standing position, and then exhale, let everything come forward. Inhale, we reach towards the front of the room, ground that toe, send everything back, keep lifting your chest forward, keep lengthening that hip back towards the back of the room, then the hands ground and we lift the toes up towards the sky. Taking a breath here as we lengthen that chest forward, and then exhale, plant the hands, send your leg back towards the back of the room, hips up and back for downward facing dog, let your head be heavy. Inhale, come forward, exhale, knees drop, inhale, hips forward, exhale, lower down. Inhale, chest to chin, chin to chest, roll all the way back, toes tuck, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts, the right heel becomes nice and heavy. Exhale, draw knee to nose as we find the top of our mat. Drop the knee so we're in that nice square 90-90 position. And then we're going to ground through this big toe. Send the weight forward so we're feeling a little hip flexor stretch. Feeling a little stretch into that calf. Keeping the chest lifted. Exhale, find weight into this big toe as we send the hips back towards the back of the room. Feeling that hip flexor stretch now. Just check, because my hips always want to go to the right, even when I'm trying to stretch my left hip. So, when I'm doing this, I'm trying to be very conscious about my belly button, finding that line in the middle of my mat. Inhale, the chest comes forward. Exhale, we're going to round through the spine. Inhale, the chest comes forward. Keep that toe down. Don't let it wave at me. Taking another breath in here. And then exhale, the heel grounds, the toes lift as we find our seated position. And again, we're going to think about, are we trying to collapse over to this right side? Can we send the weight back to the left side of your mat, the left hip? Keep those toes lifted up towards the sky. Inhale, we're coming forward. Hands reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, let your weight come all the way over that front leg. Trust your body. When you get to here and you want to say, that's enough, keep going a little bit more. Take an exhale. We're going to lengthen the arms forward. Reach with that chest towards the front of the room. Send those hips back. Remember to send your hip to the left side of the room, especially here, because this will feel very unstable, because we're strengthening while we stretch. We're lengthening while we want to quit. That was the only thing I could think of to go with that. Keeping that big toe down, see if you can lengthen a bit more. Then we're going to sit back. The hands find the floor, the toes lift towards the ceiling. We think, phew, thank goodness that's over. You will get a big stretch, as I forgot to mention, always on the other side, down your TFL on the outside. Lengthen your chest forward when we're here, getting that nice stretch through your hamstring. Then we're going to come all the way back up to find that lunge position. Exhale as you come all the way into it. Take an inhale here, still lifting with that same spot in the middle of your chest. On your exhale, send your weight forward. Let your hips come backwards, back towards the left side of the room. Don't let them stray over to the right. Keep grounding through that big toe. Keep reaching that point in your chest forward. Yes, this should be difficult. Yes, you should be out of puff. Don't worry about that. Oh, it looks like nothing. Yes, I know. I know. And then hips back. The fingertips find the floor as we find our hamstring stretch. Toes flex towards the sky. Lifting from the chest, taking another nice breath in here. Exhaling. Inhale last time as we reach up. Find your stretch. Let it come back towards your hips and heels. Hands plant as we come forward. We're going to send that leg up and back to find your three-leg dog for a breath. Bring both feet down. Inhale, float forward. Exhale, drop those knees to the ground. Chest comes forward. Upward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Slow, lower. Let's make those hip flexors work. Make that spine nice and long. Strengthen those arms. Exhaling, letting the chest come all the way down. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Send everything up and back into this lengthened child's pose. And then find your downward facing dog. We're going to take our right leg and we're going to place it in between our hands. You're going to step your back leg so it's about 2 feet distance from your front leg to your back leg. Now again, in this position, your hip is going to want to go over to the right side. We're going to imagine that our belly button, yet again, is shining a light onto your big toe. So you want to keep your belly button in line with your big toe. From here, we're going to stand, belly button still in line with big toe. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, interlace the fingers. We're going to lengthen the chest forward. And then from here, leading with that laser belly button and that point at the front of your chest. Your chest is being pulled forward. Crown of the head is still towards the sky. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Feel that TFL start to stretch on the outside of that hip. Lengthening and strengthening while we're here. See if you can imagine being pulled back towards the back of the room with your hands, like someone's trying to drag you. I was going to finish the sentence with into a cave. I don't know why. We'll just leave that there. Inhaling, lifting that chest forward. See if you can straighten your front leg and then exhale forward, fold the hands, come to wherever they come to. Note, you're going to have to think about your balance in this position. This is not an easy position to be in. This is strengthening your ankles, your feet, your brain, everything. Taking another breath in here. We're going to lead with that part of the middle part of your chest as we rise all the way back up. Taking a breath in here. You're going to bring your hands up and over as we forward fold. We're going to see if we can go for a little sneaky stretch and fly here. Okay, so take your foot outside your right hand. We're going to take our hand underneath our leg. Just that. Just imagining that we're trying to do our flying lizard. You're going to work your foot into the centre. Now this time with this one, we're not trying to put the foot into centre. You're going to need to move your foot a little bit closer and we're going to see if we can just lift it up. And then see if we can send it up and back. Bring it back down. Don't let the foot touch the floor. See if you can send it forward. And then up and back. See if you can bring it all the way forward. And then up and back. Go through a quick flow just to reset those hip flexors. Nice, slow, lower. Exhaling, tucking chin towards chest. Inhaling, coming back to centre. Left side for your pyramid. Bring your foot in between your hands. Bring the back foot so that it's about 2 foot distances from front to back. You're going to think about that hip. Think about that laser belly button. Think about that chest. Goodness, I'm asking you to think about a lot of things today. You're going to inhale, lift that chest forward. Find your balance. Find your stability. We're going to rise all the way up. Very good. Interlace your fingers. Now reorient them, as I always say, to make it feel like you're holding someone else's hand. Never doesn't feel like you're holding someone else's hand, which is weird. So, think about belly button being in line with that big toe. We're going to do our dive. So just know if your feet are doing this, that's normal. And it's good for you. So don't worry about it. Rolling those shoulders back and down. We're going to dive over that front leg. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Feel that TFL stretch. Then coming all the way forward. The hands come to wherever they come to. Strengthening those ankles again. This one, if you're right side dominant, this one will feel really weird. And that's okay. Inhaling, lengthening that chest forward as we, whoa, the heel went, as we rise. Taking an inhale, bring the hands up and overhead, whoops, find the ground, send that leg back, 3-leg dog for a breath, then we're going to bring that foot outside your left hand. You're going to take your hand underneath your arm. We're just going to see what it feels like to lift that leg and then send it up and back. Bring it back down. See if you can let it fly up and back. Last one here. And then up and back. Okay, take a quick flow, then we're going to see where we can go with our flight. And up and back. Okay, so the whole movement that we want to try and do here is that we're going to float the body forward. We're going to bring this knee onto our elbow and we're going to see if we can lean forward. So this elbow starts on this hip. I'll turn this way so that you can see. So we bring this foot out as if we're going to do a lizard, but it's gone a bit further forward. You make your elbow into a little shelf and then we lift and lean. And then maybe, we can find upward facing dog. Maybe not. Same on the other side. So find your hip, lengthen, maybe, maybe. Have a play. See how far you can go. So again, find your elbow. This leg, just like in our flying lizard, is underneath the thigh. About here. Maybe we can get to here. And that's wonderful. Maybe we can get a bit further. Just see where you go. There's no rush. Just see how much you can lean forward. As with all arm balances, 90% of it is just lean, lean, lean. And then we can see if we can get from here to here. One day. Maybe it's today. Maybe it's not. And because we've done it on one side, we're going to have to do it on the other side. So as you lean forward in your crow, we did this last time, that leg extends, the other leg comes into centre, and we find our elbow. Shake out your wrists. We're going to finish with just a little bit of counter wrist stretching. So just bringing the back of your hands onto your mat and just move. However you're going to move, it doesn't matter. And if you're here, that's also fine. Maybe take your hands sideways and just very gently lean. Wherever you are is perfect. Then just give them a bit of a shake out. And then you are done. Well done. Let me know how you get on. Let me know how much you enjoyed it. And I will very happily do some more try and fly for you. Maybe next time we do baby grasshopper. Let's see. Anyway, in the meantime, I hope that the rest of your day is filled with sunshine and magic and things that taste good and things that smell nice and things that make you feel incredible. Thank you for joining me.